Hey y'all, what's up? Hello. It's your girl, She Nurses. I nurse is what I do, but I'm gonna bring y'all that tea too, okay? Now, as I sit here trying to gather myself, I'm trying to think of where to start. So, this is what we're going to be discussing today. Darryl interviewed the third survivor of Larry Reid Live, okay? He interviewed the third survivor. I was not ready. Were y'all ready? I was not ready. I didn't see it coming. I didn't get no hints, no warnings, none of that. He just was like, boom. There it is. Whoop, there it is. So what? Shakalaka. Okay, but I said, okay. I made a little announcement about it on my page, and now I'm back with a discussion about it. I'll try to go in order as the interview went. So, survivor number 3 comes on, and one thing I did notice about all 3 of these gentlemen, they all had like pretty troubled backgrounds. Like, they were getting into trouble a lot, and they were eventually sent to Larry Reid in order to get on the straight and narrow, per se, in order to just straighten up, go with God, and be standard young men, men of a good background, not breaking the law, the typical male that's you would want to marry, you know what I mean? Like, raising them to be a family man. I'm sorry, I'm not losing my words right now, but I'll find them here in a little while. Just to raise them. They were sent to Larry just to be raised to be the upscale man you would want to be around. Somebody that's following, God's way pretty much. And he was talking in the beginning about how he met Larry. He was being counseled by Larry in the beginning, which he eventually became one of his teachers at the school that Larry had, that he said he had 50 teachers and I don't know how many students, 30 students or so, 20 or 30. Ooh, excuse me, guys. I don't know why I'm yawning. And which one of the survivors said they actually had like 2 teachers and I don't know, less than 10 students, something like that. So he was just giving us a brief history on him and Larry and, his parents and all of, a little bit of his family dynamics. So I'm like, okay. And then he started talking about how Larry allegedly started grooming him. He said it was like damn near perfect in the beginning, but then, allegedly Larry's curiosity started getting the best of him, what he lusted for, let's just say that, allegedly. And he started asking him questions. And he started just basically feeling him out to see if he would be a good candidate, allegedly, for what he wanted him to be. Okay? And so, after a while, and what, y'all? I'm so sick of hearing about these damn tighty-whitey underwear he got everybody wearing. I done did a video on it. Go back and watch it. Tight underwear are not good for healthy sperm. It lowers your sperm count. It throws the temperature of your sperm off. Now, if you don't want to have disabled children or a low sperm count or anything like that, stop heating your testicles up like an oven, wearing tighty whities and pressing everything together. Your body is fully equipped naturally to regulate your temperature of your sperm. And if God wanted it to be flat and you not to be bulging out like a light bulb, I think he would have made it to be that way. Wear comfortable underwear. Stop pushing your freaking genitals into your stomach and messing up your sperm temperature and your sperm count. Stop it. Okay? Want more information? Go find my video. I don't know what it's titled. Sorry. It's not healthy. Okay? Running around with a little oven down there. Stop it. Fire crotch pants. I'm back. I had to go there, y'all. I'm turning around and coming back. So he wanted every one of his mentees allegedly to wear tight-fitting underwear to not show their print. Because apparently, I guess it's not man-like to show your print. I don't know. Maybe he didn't want nobody to see his property or something. I don't know, because, when my husband be walking around here and, that budge be, I just be like, ooh, what's up? What's up? What time you got to be at work today? What's up? I'm here for the budge, okay, baby? I'm just saying. Okay, she nurses. Come on back. Now, so he was just telling us how he was basically doing another gay test, allegedly. Was trying to see if he really thinks he's not gay. So that's his motto. You know what I'm saying? That's his motto. I'm gonna counsel them. I'm going to groom them. I'm going to show them how to dress. I'm gonna put them in the underwear that they should be wearing. I'm going to get them on my level. Allegedly. Pun intended. Okay, it was funny. But, so, move on. And so, the third survivor did admit that, he didn't do everything 100% right that he should have done with his relationship with Larry. He knew it was wrong. He felt uncomfortable the first time. He felt convicted and uncomfortable the second time. And he decided, with everything that happened between them, he decided, that's it. This is not good. I know this is not right. This is not what I'm here for. I don't want to do this anymore. And he was like, the minute that he turned Larry down, he was excommunicated. Allegedly, he was excommunicated from the church. Like, you can't. This is like a movie. This is like a movie. I wonder if they're going to give Darryl permission to do a documentary on this, leaving their names out, of course. I think this would be a good documentary. Just saying. But yeah, so when he no longer played the game, he was allegedly kicked out, ostracized, He got a phone. I mean, they was doing this. I believe the man was at work, or the young man was at work or at church. I don't remember where he said he was. It was I think the interview was an hour long between him and Darryl, but he wasn't even at home. And they started packing his things, getting his shit together, rounding all his shit up to get him out of there. Like, allegedly, Larry was like, hey, you don't want to give me no more pain. I got to get some pain in here that's going to do right. I got to continue to sin wisely. Yes, y'all. This third victim said that Larry told him, allegedly, that if you're going to sin wisely. What does sin wisely mean? Well, according to the third victim, it means that if you're going to sin, meaning go against God's will, doing what is not right when you know what is right, you need to do it with someone who has just as much as to lose as you do, or even more. That's what's called sinning wisely. So you won't have to worry about getting outed per se. Yeah, this one made me a little nauseous, this interview. I mean, I just really got a little emotional, but, I backed up off the wine for about 30 minutes and I had to gather myself and I got my wine glass back and I just kept at it, okay? But yes, he told him to sin wisely. And, excuse me, trying to clear my throat. And when he was a teacher at Larry's school, he said he only got paid $100 a month. And that's all that Larry allegedly felt that he needed because he was living under Larry's roof at the time. Like, they figured he didn't need any more than that. $100 a month. I'm trying to understand $100 a month. I'm like, were y'all providing toiletries? Were y'all providing the food? Were y'all providing clothes that may have been needed when he grew out of his clothes? Were y'all providing the haircuts? Were y'all providing everything? Was this an all-inclusive thing? Like, I just cannot understand. $100 a month, like, you can't hardly do anything with that these days, or back in those days either. I mean, how can you save? Save $5 a month, $10 a month? Young man, 19 years old, you're hungry? You're growing? Okay, I'm back. I'm going to have to try to clear my throat. But anyway, yeah, so this $100 a month was just crazy to me. And let's go back to the tidy whities, okay? So the third accuser said that Larry, had him to get some tight-fitting underwear, and he wanted to see how he looked in them. So I'm pretty sure he's just trying to see if you're my type, allegedly. This is just my opinion. But so he's like, okay, I'm putting on the underwear. I'm getting my clothes, putting them on. Larry's like, no, I just want to see you in these underwear, okay? I just want you in all your glory in these tidy whities. And he's like, wow, okay, that was kind of strange. Larry looking, observing. At one time, he pulled his tidy whities down in the back. I guess he wanted to see how round it was. If it was a orange booty, onion booty, apple booty, I don't know. Honey, y'all guess is as good as mine. But allegedly, this is what the third accuser said, honey. I'm just a reporter. Don't beat me up. So, how many of y'all tuned in? It was quite a bit of people in there. So, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all saw what I saw. But anyway, so yeah, I was just like, oh my goodness. It's like every interview got just a little more detailed. I'm like, oh, I wasn't ready for that. I was not ready for that. I wasn't ready. Let's see. What else did the third survivor say happened? He said one time, I guess he was in his underwear or maybe laying down. I don't remember. But either way it go, he said that Larry put his face in his, what does Darryl call it, bread basket? He said he put his face down in the bread and sniffed. I don't know what he did after that, but he put his face in it, okay? I said, oh, and he even said while they were at church, getting prepared for the service, that the Larry allegedly touched him inappropriately on his butt, and someone witnessed it. And they immediately chastised Larry and was like, you know better. That's not right. And Larry lied, allegedly, and said, no, I was just patting him on the back, tell him to have a good day or you do well today, whatever. So here's the twist. Here's the twist that just floored me. And I don't want to mention other content creators. I just don't want to do that. That's just my choice. But the third accuser said that there was another content creator that has known about his story. That has known about his story because he told it to him in confidence. And so that would make sense as to why the content creator I'm questioning was like, hey, I know that Larry messes with, boys, inappropriately. But he didn't go. He wanted to interview the content creator in question wanted to interview the third survivor, but he said the content creator's motives were, he was questioning them. He didn't know if his intentions were true or if they were he had a little tunnel vision going on because he didn't like Larry at the time. So he didn't grant the interview just because he knew that there was some tension between the content creator and Larry. So that never happened. But this other content creator has known about it. But the content creator that is aware of it and know it to be true, allegedly, is going against everything that's happening here. He is literally fighting against Darryl, Marcellus, the A-team. Like, he is just going at them like they just stole his unborn children or something. Honey, you can't make this up. Say you can't make it up. I said you can't make it up. If you try, you can't make it up. If you try, you can't make it up. Ooh, you can't make it up. You can't make it up. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I had to go there. I had to. Y'all know I'm silly. So anyway, as this interview was going on, the other content creator that had the interview years ago, but for lack of a better word, messed it up because his intentions were not in the right place. He went live and just started trashing Darryl and Marcellus and just going in. I didn't watch it, but I heard about it. I was like, it was wild last night, y'all. It was wild. It was wild. It was wild. I'm telling you, the enemy was working last night, honey. I said, woohoo. So that happened. And so the third survivor was like, wait a minute, why is he going against y'all? I don't understand. Because he knows that I told him the same thing. So I'm not understanding what's going on. But I don't think the third survivor realized that Darryl and this other content creator had a YouTube ship, I would say. They were cordial with one another. They did lives together. They did commentary together, but it fell apart. You know what I'm saying? It fell apart because they no longer felt Darryl was needed, or they thought the grass is greener on the other side. I don't know. It's just weird to me. I'll still never understand that. I was there when all of that happened with the fallout and everything, because I was actually a subscriber of this content creator with the crown, and I watched all of this go down because I've been rocking with the crown content creator for, how long was I with him? I was with him going on 2 years by then, and then Darryl comes in the picture, and I'm like, hey, I like this dude, he's cool, he's laid back, he's just living in this truth, not trying to be fancy or anything like that. And then I just saw a shift in everything, and I didn't like what I was seeing. So I eventually unsubscribed from the Crown content creator, and I started following Darryl because I just didn't like that. There wasn't any sense for that. I just didn't understand. I'm like, what the heck did Darryl do? Darryl didn't do anything. He was the only one in your corner that had your back when nobody was there. I saw it, and I had no intention of being a YouTube content creator. I was just a subscriber. I've been a subscriber for years. I just started making content, just started maybe a couple of months ago, something like that. But I've always had, been a subscriber of a lot of people. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. But anyway, so what else did they talk about? He talked about how, he had to do all this calling around and find somebody to come get him. He finally had an uncle to come get him after Larry allegedly excommunicated him, and he couldn't even get all of his things in the car. Like, this was so sudden. He was just like, wow, are you serious? Like, how used would you feel if you said, okay, this relationship is not a healthy one. This is not supposed to be your position in my life. I'm ending it. I want to now do the right thing. And then they just shun you. Man, can you imagine how hurt and how broken he would have been? I would have been shattered. I would have been like, damn. Like, are you for real? Like, you were my mentor, and you didn't have the willpower to make it right. And me being 19, 20-ish, and I'm trying to do the right thing, and this is what I get. Like, you weren't adult enough to be like, okay, you're absolutely right. Let's make this right. And he still is respecting Larry Reid to this day. He still calls him apostle. Like, wow. I said, oh my. But what I love about all three survivors is that they overcame. I don't know if the third survivor spoke about counseling. I believe he did get in counseling because he did eventually give us advice. He was like, get help, whatever he said, y'all. I don't want to misconstrue his words, but he did give us advice. So I'm wanting to say he did get counseling, and he did get the appropriate help that he needed as well. But one thing I do love about all three survivors, and allegedly there's more, but all three survivors overcame their struggle, their testimony. They overcame that trial that they went through in that house, under that roof, under that leadership. They overcame it, and they're not predators. They're strong black men, and they have families. They are just like, wow. Some people would be bitter. Some people would turn into predators themselves. And I'm just glad that they went the right way. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't get led astray. And the third survivor did say he couldn't even sit under male leadership after that took place with him and Larry. He said he was not able to sit under any male leadership, mentorship of any kind. He had to be under female preachers, pastors, apostles, whatever they are. He was under female leadership for a long time. And I understand. I do. You don't want to be triggered by anything that will remind you of what went wrong at that point in your life back then. I wouldn't want to be reminded of it either. But Darryl was asking good questions. I know it was intense. I could only imagine trying to remember the good questions to ask right then and there. I would have had to just write a lot of things down if it was me. But Darryl did really good with this, and the survivor spoke well. He was well spoken as well, just like the first two. And he hinted around that allegedly there are more survivors. What do y'all think? Do y'all think there's more? God help us. God help us. It's like nothing travels faster than word of mouth. And I think that's where this defamation, assault, and libel lawsuit is coming from, because word of mouth travels faster than anything. It's very effective. You can put up all the signs and logos and websites you want, but nothing travels faster than word of mouth. Because somebody's going to ask somebody about your services, about your products, about your business, about you as a person. And when you Google a person's name, Google is one of the first search engines you'll go to. But under Google, YouTube is the second largest search engine on the internet. So I can understand why he's trying to shut, everybody up. I understand it. But my God, if this is true, if what the survivors are saying is true, make it right. Make it right. Repent. Don't do it again. Turn from your ways and start playing with God. Don't do it, because you denying is still not taking blame. It's still not taking ownership. But I mean, what do we expect? Seriously, what do we expect if Larry Reid's mentors showed him how to lie, showed him how to manipulate, showed him how to play with words, showed him how to do all of these things? What do we expect? He was molded into this person. He was trained and mentored to be who he is. Let's just call a spade a spade. But at the end of the day, none of those mentors, none of those people around him in his circle right now can go before him and speak on his behalf at Judgment Day. Nuh-uh. No one can do that. Everybody's got to speak for themselves. I've done some things that I wish I hadn't done. I've done things that I regret, but you change your behavior and make sure it does not happen again. Ain't nobody perfect. Nobody. Not one person on this earth right now is perfect. And that goes back to what I said. You die daily according to the Bible. You die daily to what the flesh wants. And you are supposed to always walk in the spirit and in truth. I bet John Gray and all the people that that Larry blasted and brought their other women up, I bet they're just sitting back like, Larry, what you gonna do? I bet some of them was in the chat last night like, woo-wee, what's up now? At least John Gray did get on his internet platform. At least he did get on there and try to address it. He said it was an emotional affair, but okay. He said something. He didn't send, what's her name? Avent. I don't even know her name, but he didn't send her out and other people out swinging and banging off of what he's telling them. I don't care how close I am to someone. I'm gonna seek the truth for myself. I can't just trust your word because you putting dollars in my pocket. And we see other people just jumping, pick me, content creators that's trying to get on the prey roll. We see that. It's obvious, y'all. That's what's going on with that. Money talks. But this is a great interview. Somebody said something about some cocoa butter, too. I'm like, what the hell happened with the cocoa butter now? What the hell happened? I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think about it. I'm not going to even think about this cocoa butter mess because y'all know I was a thug in my past life, okay? I watch a lot of prison shows and I don't even want to go there with what I think might have allegedly happened with this cocoa butter. Darryl, you got to tell us about it now. You didn't tell us. You didn't tell us. So is this I bet this is one of the things Darryl was talking about because he said he got some more stuff up his sleeve. So this was one of them. I wonder who coming on next. Do y'all think Darryl found the high school boyfriend? Y'all think the high school boyfriend finna do an interview? Y'all think some more witnesses some more survivors done come forward? What y'all think? Y'all think somebody in Larry's family about to get on there? Ooh, y'all. Ain't no telling. It's just no telling with Darryl. I'm just, he just drops it on us just like a bomb. Just, there it is. Exclusive. But yeah, y'all, this is intense. A lot of people were emotional last night. A lot of people were crying and just like upset. They were disappointed. They were disgusted. At this point of this drama that's going on, I'm just like, just get yourself right with God. Just make it right. Make it right with these people. If you know this is true. And then, that's another thing. The third survivor said he called Larry. He got in touch with Larry via the internet and was like, hey, do you know this guy? He's trying to get in touch with me. He's wanting to talk to me. Do you know this? Now, this whole time, the third survivor was thinking that he's just the only one that Darryl has talked to, that Darryl has, spoke to about what's going on with these allegations. And then he was like, he told Larry, I'm not going to talk to him or whatever, but I'm just trying to see if you know this guy, what he's about or whatever. And he said Larry told him, allegedly, that Darryl is a paid hand from a former preacher that he outed, he exposed, and he's just trying to get Larry back. Like, he's just a paid, just getting paid from one of them preachers that I exposed. They just mad. They mad. They mad. They big mad. You mad. That's what he said. Lord knows. Do y'all believe Darryl is paid by these preachers? I highly doubt it. Now, if they want to bless him, they'll bless him like we all bless him when we want to bless him. But I don't think they're just like, here's $5,000, handle this. I don't even know. Because I was there from the way beginning when it first started boiling. But I never knew why Darryl and Larry fell out. I never knew it was just because he asked them a question. And I've been following this thing from the beginning. Yeah. So the third survivor was just wanting his story to be told. He said once he got on Darryl's channel and he heard the second survivor and he knew exactly who that second survivor was, and then he heard the first survivor's interview, he was like, oh my God, Larry has done this before. I'm not the only one. And he was like taken aback by it. Like, what? Seriously? Like, no, I gotta say something. Because me too. This is a me too moment for me. Me too. Oh my goodness. It was like a relief. It's like now I can tell my side now. You know what I mean? It was like the first one walked through the door, which is opening the door for everybody else to feel comfortable, to have a safe place to talk and be like, okay, yeah, this happened to me too. He said everything the second survivor was saying, he knew it really happened to him because of the details of his story. He knew because some of those same things Larry subjected him to. Allegedly. Because y'all won't get me. But honey, if they said it, they said it. That's what was said. So yeah, I was just like sipping my wine. After a while, I was struggling to stay up. I'm like, oh my goodness. But he gave us an earful. He really did. He really, really did. So if I think of something else, I will definitely come back to that. But I want to jump into this after party, baby. After party. So Darryl goes live again and everybody's at the after party. You know, Marcellus joins him and he gives a further breakdown of just everything that happened. He was like, let's revisit this. Let's talk about it and break it on down. So that's what they did. Marcellus just gave his spin on it and him and Darryl talked about it further and was like, you know, just wow, you know, just like just kind of giving us an overview of everything that happened in there. And y'all, then the mods started fighting. Two of Darryl's mods started arguing with each other. I'm like, oh Lord, I'm watching. Because right when they started, Marcellus was going in on the Crown content creator. I was like, so I have to go back and listen to that part because I got a little distracted from the arguing with Darryl, two of Darryl's mods. But Marcellus went in. Do y'all hear me? There is no better roast than a proper, eloquent, just like a smart person roast. Do you understand me? Like, if I got roasted by Steve Urkel, I would feel so little. Do you imagine the big words that he would put on my ass? And I'll just be like, you know what? F you. F you. That's all I'm going to say to you. Catch a wedgie on your way out. You know, I wouldn't have too much to say, y'all. But there is no roasting. And then when Marcellus takes those glasses off and looks straight in that camera, like, I know he about to go in. And he had been sipping on his wine too. I knew he was about to go in, y'all. I was in here screaming. Oh Lord, but Marcellus said he gonna line them up one by one. He said, everybody that's been talking shit, I got y'all one by one. I got y'all. It's coming. So y'all better tune in to Darryl Moore and its other content creators that are just discussing it and just catch up on everything so y'all see where I'm at with it. I'm going to try to keep up with it as well. And I'm about to get out here in these YouTube streets a little bit more because there's been some other things going on with T.I. and Tiny and Joe Budden and just everything. I'm just trying to keep up with everything. But by the time I watch all of these videos and then I'm ready to talk about it, I'm exhausted. I'm like, I don't want to talk about it now. But I know a few of you were waiting on me to come out with my take on this. But just tell me how y'all feel. I know there's some out there that still think that Darryl is lying, that the survivors are lying. And, you know, I'm not surprised. There's people that's going to be on Darryl's side and there's people that's going to be on Larry's side. It's a given. I told y'all in a few videos back, it doesn't matter what people do, they're still gonna have their ride or die supporters. Like, they see no wrong, they see no sin, they see no wrong, and it's gonna always be that way till we're dead and gone. Okay, so don't get your blood pressure up, don't get angry. They have their opinion, we have ours, and then there's others' opinions. You know, it's the way it works. Okay, that's why we have Democrats, Republicans, liberals, and conservatives, whatever, all of that. I'm not too political, but I've been trying to follow a few things, and school myself, so I want to be able to have broad conversations on just about anything that people talk about. I want to be able to add something to it. That's just me. It's just me. But all right, y'all, I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going on 40 minutes of holding y'all. So I will talk to y'all later. If y'all have anything y'all want me to talk about, any questions, let's talk down below. I'll talk to y'all later. Love y'all. Bye.